Mr. Corinthos.
Miss Wu, it is a pleasure to see you again. I'd like to introduce you to Willow Tate, Wiley's mother.
An honor, Miss Tate.
For me as well.
I want you to know in no way do I condone what my nephew did. I also wish to assure you that should fortune fall in Brad's favor, I will be responsible for him. He will never again disturb your family.
I appreciate that. But once the board hears my statement, there's no chance in hell that your nephew sees the light of day. Honorable members of the Pro Board, thank you for the opportunity to address you today. 3 years ago, I laid to rest a child who I thought was my newborn son, Jonah. My family mourned with me as we buried my baby boy and grieved for the life that he would never have. Later, we discovered that he was actually alive, now being called Wiley and being raised by Mr. Cooper. Now, it was only when Mr. Cooper was forced to tell the truth that we learned that he intentionally misled me, my family, and even his then husband, Dr. Lucas Jones. And the worst of all, the day that I got my son back was the day that Willow Tate realized that hers was gone forever. Now, Miss Tate chose Mr. Cooper and Dr. Lucas Jones as her son's adoptive parents. Unfortunately, the baby succumbed to sudden infant death syndrome within hours of being brought home. Then Mr. Cooper conspired with my son's biological mother, the late Nell Benson, to switch the babies, convincing me that mine had died while giving my son to Brad to raise. Complicated, yes, admittedly so, but the consequences are still felt to this day. Now, should you grant Mr. Cooper parole, a man who has shown a staggering lack of character and judgment, you will be reopening a wound that has just begun to heal. Look, Miss Tate and I implore you on behalf of our sons, the one who is gone and the one that we are raising together, to protect this community and deny Brad Cooper parole. Thank you.
Mr. Cooper, before we question you, would you like to make a statement?
Thank you, Commissioner. First, I want to apologize again to Mr. Corinthos and Ms. Tate. I say again because I've done so before, but I know that no amount of contrition will ever be enough. Today, I'm asking for a chance to try and redeem myself. You have statements from several COs and the warden detailing that I've been a model prisoner. You also have a letter of support from my dear friend, Dr. Britt Westbourne. Now, one line from Dr. Westbourne's letter has stayed with me. Despite his mistake, Brad Cooper is infinitely more capable of virtue than vice. I am more than my mistakes. Please, grant me parole, and I promise to live a life of virtue.